Hello everyone and welcome to my CS24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 90 Day Fiancé. I'm Team Rob Warne for anyone asking. He called out Jasmine Pineda for the right reasons. 90 Day. The Last Resort fans are divided over whether they want to support Jasmine Pineda or Rob Warne after what happened at the tell-all, and I've decided that I'm Team Rob. Here are my reasons. Jasmine has been a part of the 90 Day Fiancé family for almost 5 years now. She began her journey as Gino Palazzolo's Panamanian girlfriend, but Jasmine is pregnant with someone else's baby after 5 shows together. Jasmine claims her baby daddy is her friend but shares cuddly photos with Matt Brownies. I do agree that Rob isn't the best cast member on 90 Day Fiancé either. He wasn't a good husband to Sophie Sierra, who had her reasons for leaving him. However, Rob never wanted to attack Jasmine the way she attacked him. He wanted to stand up for Gino, who didn't have the strength in him to face Jasmine after she betrayed him. Rob wanted Jasmine to take accountability for ruining her marriage by deciding to sleep with Matt. Rob did what any good friend would have done when he saw Gino getting disrespected. Jasmine wasn't someone who admired her partner, even when she claimed to be in love with Gino. Even her compliments felt like jabs at his appearance. Jasmine often talked about how she liked his bald head on social media. She knew it was something that made him insecure. Why else would she have swiped his hat right off his head during an argument, if not to humiliate him? Gino never spoke about his condition, resulting in him wearing a hat. It was Jasmine who told fans that he had psoriasis, and probably did it without seeking his permission. Then there was her ex-boyfriend, Dane, whom Jasmine spoke to behind Gino's back. She had specifically asked Gino to rent her a flat in the same apartment as Dane's. Gino, who was shelling out thousands of dollars for the house despite being unemployed, deserved to know the truth. Jasmine compared Gino to Dane during arguments. She told him she was sleeping with Dane behind his back. Jasmine went out to dinner with her ex-boyfriend on Valentine's Day and accepted money from him for surgery. It wasn't just Gino that Jasmine spoke poorly about, it was anyone close to Gino. The people who supported Gino became instant enemies of Jasmine. For instance, she decided she disliked his family even before she met them. Jasmine knew that even if Gino was blinded by her love, there were people in his life who would show him Jasmine's true side. The same happened in the case of the male cast members at 90 Day Fiancé's The Last Resort, especially Rob and Josh Weinstein. Jasmine referred to Rob as Rob the Knob on Between the Sheets. She called him a B*********, and claimed he was one from the beginning to the end. She screamed about how his wife rejected him and put him where he belonged, which was the trash. Jasmine told Rob that if he had put all the energy that he was putting into sabotaging her marriage, maybe Sophie would have recommitted to Rob. Jasmine accused Rob of putting stupid ideas into her husband's head when all Rob was doing was warning Gino against agreeing to an open marriage. What's interesting is that despite not recommitting to Rob, Sophie went back to Rob multiple times. Sophie and Rob were hooking up during the time they were filming Between the Sheets, so the joke is on Jasmine. She thought she knew what was happening in Rob and Sophie's lives by making assumptions. However, Rob was only speaking facts since he seems to have followed Jasmine and Gino's 90 Day Fiancé journey from the start, like I have. Rob called out Jasmine at the tell-all for using the open marriage excuse, so she could continue to cheat on Gino with Matt. I just knew that this was all a plan for Jasmine to be able to be with Matt, Rob declared, after which Jasmine called him a clown, watching him reply by calling her a WH*******. An upset Jasmine decided to shame Rob for something he allegedly did in his past. You're a idiot that sell pictures online, said Jasmine, whose primary source of income is OnlyFans. Jasmine's language came off as insensitive since she claims she's to be queer herself. Interestingly, Jasmine created her OnlyFans account as soon as she debuted on 90 Day Fiancé. She knew exactly how to leverage her fame and make money when she could have put the same time and energy into fixing her relationship. I feel it shows that Jasmine was not on the show to document her relationship with Gino. She knew it was going to make her famous and just went with the flow until she got what she wanted. Jasmine could have disagreed with Rob or countered his claims in a better way. I wish that her being pregnant could have stopped her from acting so aggressively, even if Rob had managed to push her buttons. Jasmine did the wrong thing by standing up and charging at Rob to throw a pointed-heeled shoe at him. I was shocked when she did it not once, but twice. The shoe could have injured him or someone else on set and landed Jasmine in bigger trouble. However, it's Jasmine who wants sympathy from viewers without apologizing for what she did. Rob was appreciated by Gino for what he did even if he became the most hated cast member on 90 Day. The last resort currently. He didn't need to stand up for Gino, but Rob saw the pain in Gino's eyes when Jasmine walked in. Rob could have chosen to stay quiet, but he couldn't tolerate watching his friend being unable to speak his mind because of his awkwardness. There's so much that Gino wants to say to Jasmine, but she's always managed to silence him in the relationship, and that's what she was doing in every 90 Day Fiancé season when a couple's drama hits such dizzying heights that you can't help but take sides. And in this round of chaos, manipulation, and emotional showdowns, I'm firmly passionately on Team Rob Warne. Say what you want about his sometimes awkward delivery or the fact that he's no saint himself. But when it comes to his latest clash with Jasmine Pineda, Rob was absolutely right to call her out. Because finally, someone stood up to Jasmine's fiery mix of jealousy, entitlement, and emotional warfare. And Rob didn't just call her out to be mean. He did it to protect his sanity and to remind Jasmine and viewers that love can't thrive in constant chaos. A relationship built on passion and pandemonium. From the start, Rob and Jasmine's relationship was a roller coaster. The chemistry? Undeniable. The fights? Explosive. It's the kind of pairing that reality TV producers drool over because it guarantees ratings and meltdowns. Jasmine's intensity has always been both her charm and her downfall. She loves hard, but she fights even harder. And while it's entertaining to watch her unleash her emotions like a tropical storm, it's also exhausting to witness her constantly push Rob into corners just to test his loyalty. Rob, for his part, has his flaws. He can be defensive and a bit too chill when things are clearly spiraling. But in this latest blow-up, when Jasmine accused him of being emotionally distant, of not giving her enough attention, and of not fighting for her love, Rob finally snapped back, with truth and composure. He told her what so many of us have been thinking, that her endless insecurity, public outbursts, and need for control are driving him away, not drawing him closer. And he's right. When calling out becomes courage. Let's be honest, calling out Jasmine Pineda isn't for the faint of heart. She's a force. When she's angry, she doesn't just argue, she performs. She uses tears, accusations, and even silence as weapons. Her emotional intelligence is high, but sometimes she wields it like a sword rather than a shield. So when Rob calmly told her that her constant suspicion wasn't love, it was control, he wasn't being cold, he was being brave. There's something deeply relatable about his frustration. Many viewers have watched Jasmine's meltdowns over text messages, her jealousy over social media likes, and her demands for constant reassurance. Those things might seem dramatic for TV, but they mirror real-life patterns in toxic relationships, where love becomes a test instead of a sanctuary. Rob's choice to push back wasn't about shaming her. It was about setting boundaries, something Jasmine has rarely been forced to respect. And honestly, it was refreshing to see. The power struggle we can't look away from. Part of why their story fascinates fans is because it reflects the eternal struggle between independence and intimacy. Rob wants space to breathe, Jasmine wants constant closeness. Rob craves peace, Jasmine thrives on passion. But love can't be sustainable when it feels like a battlefield. When every disagreement becomes a referendum on someone's devotion, the relationship stops being about partnership. It becomes about survival. That's why Rob's recent comments struck a chord. He wasn't just defending himself. He was articulating what many people in toxic cycles wish they could say. I can't keep proving my love to you every single day when you won't believe it anyway. That one line, delivered with exhaustion and honesty, summed up their entire relationship dynamic. Jasmine heard it as rejection, but it was really a plea for peace. Jasmine's vulnerability, and why she needs it. Of course, being Team Rob doesn't mean ignoring Jasmine's pain. Beneath her fiery temper and relentless suspicion lies a woman who's been deeply hurt before. She's admitted to insecurity about aging, body image, and abandonment. Her fear of losing Rob doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from trauma. But fear can't excuse bad behavior forever. Jasmine's biggest obstacle isn't Rob. It's her own inability to trust love without controlling it. She wants a partner, but she also wants to script every emotional beat of the relationship. And in this recent fight, Rob called that out too. He told her that love isn't about constant proof, it's about trust. He reminded her that every time she lashes out, She chips away at the bond she's trying to preserve. It was the kind of hard truth she needed to hear, even if she didn't want to. Why Rob's calm approach works. Fans have often accused Rob of being too passive, too chill, too detached. But in this scenario, his composure is exactly what makes his point powerful. When Jasmine is screaming, Rob stays grounded. When she hurls accusations, he responds with reason. This isn't emotional coldness, it's emotional intelligence. He's showing that love doesn't have to be loud to be real. That passion without peace eventually burns everything down. And maybe, just maybe, he's reminding us as viewers that emotional regulation isn't boring. It's healthy. Jasmine's volatility makes for great TV, but Rob's quiet resilience makes for great growth.